Hello, hello, good afternoon. This is a different angle on the table that you're normally used to. You're used to over there. So happy, lots of people are here for this random live stream on a Friday, which we don't normally do. We're usually Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. So thank you very much. My name is Laura Lynn. If you guys are new here, happy you're here. Glad to chill out and hang out for a little bit. Mr. Clive and Sophie, now I've realized I'm talking to myself and want their attention, or want my attention. So the cat is here, the dog is there. Hold on, we could show the dog. Come here, Sophie. Come. The cat will get his own time, trust me. Sophie, come. Come show everybody you. Come here, up over here. Come here, there we go. That's the Sophie loaves. Yes, that is. That's our Sophie loafy. And Mr. Clive is clawing my pants at the moment, so he gets his time too. There we go. And those are the critters. There we go. And this is the Mama Pop Quilt Shop. And normally we do quilts, obviously, but this is going on our 4th year of doing videos for YouTube, and I really wanted to get back into cross-stitching. It's one thing I enjoyed immensely. I used to do wedding announcements and birth announcements for family members, left, right, and center. When anything was happening, that's what my first go-to was, give them a gift like that, because I've always been a homemade gifter. And yeah, Omni says hi. Yeah, he wants his time, let me tell you. And we're just going to explore back on that a little bit and kind of relearn, because it's been many years since I put any floss to a needle and to canvas. So there we go. Okay, so I would like to show you good day. I'd like to show you what I have previously worked on. This was one I made for my husband. I think I started it in it would have been 1999, and I think I finished it in maybe 2003 or 2004. It did take me a few years to get through it, because I kind of stopped halfway and went, oh, good gravy, this thing is never going to end. So, then I thought, just plug on, Laura Lynn, just get her done. You have the pattern, you have all the threads, everything's counted, and so just finish it. So that was a beauty. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorites. Thank you so much. And I was kind of joking around. I said, one of the streamers I watch, he's a clay artist, and he's carving a dragon, so I kind of put in, I can make dragons too. Clearly not as well as he does, but that's okay. It's still beautiful, and I like to frame it, but I didn't want to just to stick it in a regular frame, so I'm thinking about maybe doing some thin fabric, maybe selective, very pretty, right? Because it's got a little gold fleck in the background of this canvas here to kind of highlight the whole project. So I'd like to, do some looky-loo in and see if I can find some good fabric to go with that and bulk it out as to a wall hanging. So isn't that beautiful? It's one of my favorites. Yes, thank you. And of course, I've did things for nieces and nephews as they came along, and so on and so forth. So yes, Mr. Clive. And then this was one that I finished in 2002. It took me a little while. And then I had a customer, because I'm a long arm quilter. And if you guys didn't know that, we've been, business has been for 4 years now. And she'd seen this on the wall, and I'll read it off to you. And she said, hey, there's a part 2 to that. And I went, pardon me? And she said, yeah, there's a part 2 to that poem. I went, are you kidding me? So I went and found it. Actually, I showed it off to one of our live streams a couple of weeks ago, and you guys actually found it for me. I think it was actually Gwenny Simpson. And then I went and found the pattern itself. So I will be stitching that later on in the year, just doing the part 2 for this. So it says, once upon a time is how most fairy tales first start, then add a questing maiden or a knight so pure of heart. Sometimes there is a treasure, princely frog, or magic blade, dangers to be conquered or long journeys to be made. Yet strength and courage triumph to the enemy's chagrin. The questing soul discovers that the hero lies within. So, and of course, LLF, 2002. And then it's a beautiful part 2 to that. And it kind of goes on to, because it says once upon a time here, and then at the end of the other one, it's like how most fairy tales end or something like that. So you can clearly kind of tell that they would go together. I think it was called Tales of Wonder. If you maybe look that up, you might be able to find it for this one. So, but isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love it. It's one of my true treasures. And I did put beads on this to kind of accent it. And that's what I had going on. I picked up this, actually this kit was given to me of some beads that I'd like to add to this project here, the ones with the sisters, because I thought they would look really nice with the potted plants and the leaves. I could add some little, you know, bling bling, zing zing with some beautiful beads. So yeah. So we'll just pop that over there. So happy everybody's here. What's everybody doing today? Just hanging out? It's a PA day for me. Most of you may or may not know, but I am a, oops, hold on, I gotta put that on. I'm also a crossing guard, and I have been for 11 years at my local school. So between 8 and 9 and 3 and 4, that's normally where I hang out. But today's PA day, so that's why we're doing this. Indeed. Oh, thank you, thank you. Hello, everybody. Happy everybody. Oh my gosh, 68 of us. Boy, that a lot of people came in. Thank you so much. Thanks for chilling out with me. Yeah. Okay, so I put the canvas that I got in my kit. This is the kit right here, or the picture of the kit right there. And it says it is 9 by 5. So I, of course, have this big, huge bolt of white fabric, you know, that I've been donating for the Joey bags and doing this and that and backings for quilts. So to bulk it out so it would fit within this beautiful hoop, and I didn't have to worry about maybe mucking up the sides of the canvas, I just sewed all the way around and then put it in the hoop so it's all nice and tight as a bug. Apparently $6.99 I paid for this hoop. Whatever. And then, of course, it says find the center, but as it was folded in the package, it kind of found its own center, so I'm okay with that. It came with its own little pin. And then, of course, your little chart that you're going to use, okay, just like that. And then it tells you how many strands you have of a certain color, like light pink, pink, dark pink, red, light yellow, green, bright green. You kind of have to distinguish between those sorts of colors that you're getting in the threads of what you determine is what. And of course, you guys know when I was showing the kit a couple of weeks ago, one of these threads had a knot in it halfway through, and I was clearly not impressed with that at all. So I thought about maybe doing the ones that I have for my own. This is my own. I don't have a lot. This is what I have. I could pick a lovely green from here to substitute that one that had a knot in it, and it was just kind of weird. So. Hi, you work from home? It's currently snowing. It is actually, well, it was snowing here earlier. And we're expecting more. I think we got 5 to 10 centimeters come Tuesday, Wednesday next week. And I think we got like anyways 3 over each day of the weekend. So yay, fun, shovel, not. Hi everyone from Illinois visiting my mom again. Hello, Ella P. She's normally way across the pond. I know, Sassalette. I'm so happy you're here. You were a week early last week. You made me laugh so hard on Facebook. Like I showed up a week early for the Friday live stream. Oh my gosh, girl. Just love you. So what's everybody got in their cup? I've got my Earl Grey tea. And of course, this one says, be reasonable, do it my way. Because that's the way it should be. I think that should be a wall hanging. We should stitch that up, shouldn't we? South Carolina's not supposed to snow. We've got probably about a foot on the ground, maybe a foot and a little bit. You know, it comes to Sophie's belly as she's out and about, so. All right, I did use the cardboard paper or cardboard piece that came with the kit as a place to put my threads because I forgot I needed one of those and I don't remember where my little plastic one is where it has got a little hole so I can put on the things on the side, and you know, you could do little stickers you can put your colors on. So I don't know where mine went. I know I have it, I just got to find it. So for now I just poked holes in this one and tried to write the colors of the threads I'm going to need right now. So what I'd like to start with is kind of going from left to right here, I guess. Would probably be starting with that small little pink pot right there for the first S. So I don't know if you guys can see that or how I can get you guys to see that a little bit better. Drinking an Arnold Palmer. What is an Arnold Palmer? Coke, says Hillbilly. Can you see that a little bit better? What about the tea and lemonade? Okay. Anyways, I'm going to try and move it there. Having milk and tea. Okay, there we go. Very nice. I was over there last week thinking where is everyone? When I looked at the calendar, I was like, oops. You're so sweet. Okay, so when you buy one of these little kits, because it just comes in like a little plastic wrap with pretty much everything you need except for, you know, a hoop to put it in, and scissors, and of course they give you one needle. It kind of gives you a basic of one here is how many squares. That's 126 squares across that you need to accommodate for this pattern, and 71 squares up from top to bottom. So if that helps you in the placement of something, especially if you wanted to add to this, maybe if you like the flower pots, but you had a different name that you wanted to attach to it, like happy, or, you know, wanted to do more pots and did like happy birthday or happy spring or whatever, you know, the option's yours, right? You know, you can do any pattern and make it anything you like. So, but it said for the little flower to start off, which was dark pink. So I thought, okay, well, we'll start off with the dark pink. And then it says here, just gonna like relearn because it's been a while, cut a piece approximately 18 inches. Okay, so we got our dark pinks. We separated that. Assuming you only use 2 threads at a time, right? Don't you? If I remember correctly, that's the way it was. Okay, it's pretty much cut in half. Use our little snips. A tea and going to get some bread bacon while I listen. Oh, I was actually talking to Pop because we're going to have slow roast beef sandwiches for dinner. And I needed to stop at the bakery in Erin, Holtom's Bakery, and pick up some buns to go with dinner. I think it'd be delicious. So what is the best way? Do you just hold on to the 2 and pull the dickens down, or do you try and unravel or unweave them? So, like, I don't want to cause any knots, and I don't want to, you know what I mean? What's the best way? Enter C because I feel pretty darn weak. Oh, that's not good, Vicky. That's not good at all. I think it said 2 strands here. Let's just confirm that it was supposed to be 2 strands. Separate colors. Yeah. Start here in the center. Blah. Gotcha. Tape edges. What we kind of already dealt with that. Cut 18 inches. Blah. Got that. Design chart. Find center. Separate strands. And then to start, give it like a 1-inch tail. Okay. Well, we can handle that. No problem, but it just says separate. It's normally 2, isn't it? 1 thread? Pull 1 at a time? It's not usually 1. That seems so tiny. Really? I thought it was always 2. Work from the center outwards, beginning with cross stitches. Okay, you know, we got that. Teaches you how to do a back stitch and a French knot, and of course this cross stitch, which is A, B, C, D, and then E, F, G, H, as you're doing the cross. Of course, work your center out and then work back in. So, refer to the label, photograph as you stitch. It doesn't say. Is it really only 1? If you need 2 threads, repeat. Pull 1 at a time. Usually 2 threads, unless noted. That's what I was thinking. It doesn't really say anything here. It's saying strands of course, and then the yards, and then of course a number and a color if you had to go by that. But it's not really actually saying a number unless I'm like being totally, you know, brain farted and can't. The frame and mat, we recommend you consult a professional framer or art supply store. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And then, uno, pas de faux français. Yeah. Yeah, even when it says to separate strands, it doesn't say how many. Yeah, that's what yeah, it just says strands too. So does that mean they need me to use 2 strands of it? Or I thought that meant that there was 2 pieces of it, like physically, like 1 and 2. That's what I thought it meant. Where's Helly? Exactly, Sassilette. Why is she not maintaining the channel? I'm going to go with 2, just because that feels comfortable for me, and I remember using 2 before, and now this seems to be like a mess. Okay, so it would be best to go with pulling 1 strand at a time. Okay, let's see if I could smooth this out with not making a goofball of it. 2 strands. Okay, thanks, George. I thought so too. I want to yell through the video to tell her. What, Rebecca? What? Look at the thread legion, and it should say how many threads for each. Oh, okay. Well, I think just 2 then, because we're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. Because it just says yards and strands and color and the stitch. So use 2 and yeah, that's what I was thinking. I know it's been a while, but I thought so. No, Pop is working, unfortunately, because it's Friday. It's during the day. He's normally not here, so you usually get to catch him on Saturday. So if you haven't seen this, Nomi's already set up here. Janie, who normally sits here, has been put away. So that means 2 sewing machines for tomorrow's live stream. What does that mean? I'm not working 2 by myself. I'm going to have company. I got to share my sewing table. I hope Helly's not sick. I hope not. All right, so now I got my 2. Let's move that over here and move that over there. Let's just move that. We got this. He's here somewhere. Yeah, he's lurking. He's working though. He's working. He's working. All right, I need my old lady glasses for this. I was realizing that. I may have to go find my magnifying light. I think I gave it to Munchkin to use downstairs because he was painting mini figurines a couple years ago. And I said, oh, I have this fantastic light, because they used to either cross-stitch by it or knit or crochet by it. When we had a living room, and it wasn't a long arm, a sewing room. oh, such a habit to put a knot in it. Oops. All right, cut that knot off. Such a habit to tie a knot. Wow, that's crazy. All right, so let's find our center. So that would be like the S in the middle S in the sister. And if we kind of go over here, and if we count out, there's a lot of counting in this. You gotta use your fingers and your toes. You even have to get your neighbors involved, possibly even the fur babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 58, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 65. Yeah, thanks, Sassilette. You're not helping, honey. That little post of Mitchell, oh my gosh, your little grandbaby, he's so adorable. My goodness. How do you not just snuggle him like crazy? Maybe it might be best to deal with this, as it says, work from the center out. So maybe we should start with that middle pink pot and work our way from there. That seems to make more sense than the shenanigans I had going on. No, it's not. It's actually, I don't think so. Hold on. Because I guess there is a little bit of a darker line. Let's see if there's 10 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, Lena. There is a 10. It's slightly defined, but now that I'm looking at it, I didn't see it before. So you are correctamundo, darling. Thank you. I appreciate that. So if we go center, so that's 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the 8th one in. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 4, and then 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well that's a good approximation of where we're going to start off, okay? Easy to find the center. Look for your arrow crosses. Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking right there, because it was actually, it was a stronger line in between too. So good point there, Robin. Good point. Cuts, like mark the grid. Oh, well, that's probably a good idea. Okay, well, I got the bottom. I need 3 of these in a row, and then 3 again on top of each other, and then we're going to work one on either side for the start of this little, the middle S for the sister. Okay, so now we know we need to come up there. I made a little hole. And of course it says work from the center out. So if you're going to go from left to right, so if that was going to be the first one, we moved over 1 and then 2. And then, as it says, to go, what was it, this little point here for cross stitch? A, B, C, D. So in front of you, you go bottom to the upper, and then to the bottom to the upper, and work your way that way, and then work your way back in. So, okay. And of course, it wants to give you, make sure you give yourself an inch little tail to tie in or tie across or loop in or lock your stitches in. Okay, so I've kind of got it just right there, and then I've got them up on the top, and so I got about an inch, and then I'm going to come up on the angle right across on the diagonal just in the next hole, and pull gently. Don't pull too hard or you're just going to pull your tail right out. So just come in so you know it's snug, even if you have to hold your little tail a little bit, and then back again. Okay, there we go. And we just do 3 in a row, right? And hopefully we can possibly lock those that little tail end stitches as we're going across. You're talking my sentence or your own sentence there, Vicki? Because sometimes I do not make sense, and I apologize. All right. And I just want to make, you just kind of have to make sure when you're starting off, you're locking in your tail, and make sure it doesn't knot up. Okay, see how it kind of folded back on itself there? Just want to make sure we're keeping it straight, giving it a gentle tug, locking it into place, and then coming back, as it said, doing the A, B, C, D, and then E, F, and then G, H. So that thing. So we come back across the other way, making that, again, the cross stitch, the whole cross stitch theme. So there we go. This bottom of our second S in sister flower pot. Look at us go. It's the most cross stitching I've done in like 15 years. Well, I've got one of my nieces is getting married this summer in Calgary, so that's going to be a journey there, that's for sure. There we go. 3 stitches. Look at us go. There's no holding us back now, baby. All right. Oops, sorry, I should have folded it that way. And then, okay, 3 on top of that one. So we go back, I'm assuming we go back because we've already made our way back over there, right? So And did we end off at the bottom or the top? I have a feeling we've come up that hole. It's going to pop our thread back out. So how do we deal with that one? It is, isn't it? It is going to pop our thread back out. All right, hold on. Come back here. So I guess you go the other way. Just for that one stitch. That seems a bit weird. Because it says, you know, AB. And you can't do an AB. You have to do a BA at that situation. All right, so I come up. It's always good. Once you get, once you get proficient of figuring out where your needle hand is to come up through the canvas to give it to your other hand that's waiting to take the needle, it's it's like, okay, I got to figure this back out again. Aim for the hole. Aim for the hole. Back up through. Yeah, that looks good with 2 strands. It must have been having to do with 2 strands, that's for sure, because other than that, I don't think it would have covered the canvas enough. Uh-oh, what's going on? I like to use waist knots, too, if I cannot loop a stitch. What do you mean, waist knots? What do you mean by that, Robin? Just like how I accidentally tied a knot at first when I first started? Because I'm so used to tying a knot at the end of a thread. All right, woohoo, 6! Oh, we're making progress. Oh, there's no stopping us now. All right, now I get to go over 1 on either side. So I got to come over to the left and come up in that hole and go across on the diagonal. And then all the way across plus 1 past where I have been working. So that I can see locking in the stitches in. But when you have to come back from the second row to from the end of the first to the start of the second, that seems a bit weird. You have to go BA instead of. Unfortunately, the over-the-shoulder camera, which we usually get for our weekend project videos and normally our live streams, for some reason the cable is busted and we can't figure out what is going on. So we do need a new one. So I apologize for not having that over my shoulder today. So you could see that this in great, immense detail of what we're working on. And unfortunately, you won't be able to see it tomorrow for the live stream either. So I'm sorry. But you'll have 2 people sewing here tomorrow. I'll be working on the prairie blocks, and someone else will be working on the joey bags. And they'll be showing off all the artwork from the kids from my local school where I cross-guard at for the past 11 years. And these kids did a fantastic job on decorating the outsides of these joey bags. So, yes. Look at that. There we go. That's part of our little flower pot coming together. Can you see? Isn't it beautiful? All right, so where do we go from there? And then 2 up on the left-hand side. Okay, we can do that. So we got to scoot on over and do 2 on the left-hand side. And then we got a couple more stitches to do. Because I like to keep it the same color if I can for the one pot as I'm putting it together. So, you know, if I can use all the dark pink where all the dark pink needs to be, then I could do that. And that is the joy of a counted cross stitch. You can, or any actually, of it just coming together really quickly. Hi, I nearly missed your live stream. Well, I'm glad you're here now, Miss Ann. What's everybody doing today? Never used a loop method. Then I buried the back thread under the other stitches. That's what that means on the back. Yeah, I was doing that. It was they're buried on the back. Looks like some kind of got a little furred up onto the other, but I'm sure it'll be all right. I'm sure. I know people say that the front should be as beautiful as the back, but I'm not sure if that's the way with the dragon. But can't say I didn't try. All right, okay, then from that spot there, where's our little pencil here? I thought I had a pencil. I finished up the weekend project, the panel piece, and this is what it looks like. Oh, I'm trying to find my pencil. I don't know what it is in my pencil. So this was one of the baby quilts that I have a customer ordered. Didn't it turn out lovely? Check it out. Oh, thanks, honey. I appreciate that. I know you're working. That look lovely? It turned out so cute. And it's like 43 by 48 or something. And that's a fantastic size for a baby quilt for sure. Yes, I'm very, very pleased with that one. What did I do? I swear I had my pencil. Oh, there it is. All right, I just want to just kind of put a little shaded spot on the ones I have just done. And then that helps me to be able to count on where I need to go. So I need to go from the 2 I just finished on the left-hand side. I need to go from the second one in, go 1, 2, 3 up and 1 over. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm counting this correctly. From the one I just finished on the right-hand side, it is 1, 2, 3 up and 1 over. Correct. 1, 2, 3 up and 1 over. Yes. And I need to do 3 of those in a row. Oh, thank you. It turned out really nice, and I'm hoping my customer really likes it. As much as it's easy just to slap a couple of borders on a panel and then, you know, be done with it, to me the point is to make some fun out of it. So I had a panel, it had 3 monkeys on the top, 3 chickadees on the bottom, and I made them into star squares, and then I did a bunch of pinwheels and added some fabric and just kind of kept it very gender neutral. I have a plan for one of the streamers I watch. I was talking about him earlier, and him and his wife are expecting a baby girl, and I've got a very beautiful big tree purple panel that I've worked a couple times with, because I have a whole bolt of it here, and I'd like to do that a bit differently. They seem very naturey people, and I think they would appreciate this sort of this sort of idea. So I'd like to try and do different blocks around the outside of it, though. Just expand and do something a bit different than the past 2 times that I've worked with the panel. So, Is Colleen still in the chat? I know she was earlier. I wanted to show her something because she'd probably be the only one to understand it. If she's here. If not, no worries. Obviously, no big deal. All right, so I'm working my way up the flower pot. All right, so there's the 3, and then I need to go 2 past to the left of the one I just started. Oh, yeah, okay, hold on. So, you know, I made some receiving blankets for C-Notch. This is what I made but it's going to be a pillow. So you can see that. See? And I think it would match her space pretty well, don't you think? I'm going to turn it into a pillow because I think I know. And then I didn't want to leave Ina out, which is the other doggy, so I'm going to do one that says Ina's house too. And then of course they're going to have to build her a house to go with this pillow. I'm like, more work for you, Chris. Sorry about your luck, buddy. Isn't that cute? So yeah, that's going to be a little dog pillow for yeah, I know, for yeah, she's so adorable. I love that dog's ears. And then they'll have to build her a little house to go with her little pillow now. I was thinking about that as I was making it. I'm like, oh well, get busy. Not like you don't have enough to do, buddy. I hope they like it. I haven't shown them those. That'll be the surprise when I mail the package. So it's the 2 little pillows for the doggies. So, but I did put on receiving blankets that Sadie and Annie are my sisters because they're expecting, and their fur babies are definitely number 1 in their hearts and their lives right now until the fleshy baby comes along. So, but it's so cute. Oh, you are okay. Okay, Vicky. I'm working on a baby blanket, and it's going to be so me. You are such a talented artist, Colleen. So I've seen your work. I can't wait for them to get it. They deserve it. They're good peoples. You know what I mean? They're good peoples. You got to give back to the good peoples. Oh, hold on. Why can't I? Oh, it's good. There we go. I was going to have a hard time finding that hole. We need to go one past. All right. So that is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 6 row of dark pink coming together to make our flower pot. Dun, dun, dun. Working on a knitted blanket. Very nice, Mary. Very nice. What sort of stitches do you use? When I made my middle sister shawl, and it was my first time, probably about 10 years ago, my first time using a cable stitch. That was fun. That was actually quite a learning experience for me. I didn't realize you could kind of manipulate the yarn in such a manner obviously I knew you could, but I didn't know that was the way of, because I've seen the, fisherman sweaters and stuff, being in Canada. So, but yeah, no, that was my first experience trying to take on a cable knit, and it looked beautiful in the end, actually. I did pretty good. I was happy with that. Da, da, da. All right, so there we go. Look there's our little flower pot coming together. Oh, down, sorry. Thank you. Ta-da. With giant cables. Yeah, uh-oh, there's the scissors. Yeah, I thought they looked so pretty. I didn't realize that's what it was until you started working on it. All right, so let's do a lightly little scratchy madoodle through the ones I just stitched. And then I'm back here, I need to go one more on either side of the whole line that I just stitched in. And I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I need to do 8. Okay, and I still have enough thread on the end of my needle here. So I should be good to get that other strip done, and making sure it's doing one pass on each side. And coming up and going from A to B, C to D, so on and so forth on the angle. It's in C's. Oh, that's pretty. I taught my girlfriend. She was trying to quit smoking, and she wanted something to keep her hands busy, so she thought about crocheting. So I went up and I said, okay, let's learn something both new together that wasn't going to be too hard. And it was the popcorn stitch. And she fell in love with that. That kept her busy for months. She made all sorts of scarves and blankets for everybody with this popcorn stitch. Yeah, no, that was good fun. That was really good fun. Learning something new and helping somebody else bust a habit they needed to bust, right? So, So I don't know what count actually this mesh is, or this canvas is. I don't even think it says on here. What's the normal? Is it like a 14? Is a normal like 14 that usually comes in these sorts of kits? It seems kind of tiny. I mean, but... And they give you, like a gold-plated sort of needle. I find that my hands, I guess it's the acids in my hands, even though I give my hands a really good washing just before the stream, it kind of eats away at the metal. Anybody else's? Kits are 14 sometimes. Okay, thanks, Colleen. Some are 20. I don't think this is 22. I think this is more like a 14 or something. Yeah, I know it's been a while. It's been a long time. Yeah, no. Uh-oh. Oh, Sophie? What's up, Sophie Lophie? That's my fur baby. Hey, come, love. Hey. Come. Sophie. Come. Come say hi. Come say hi to everybody. Come say hi. She doesn't get her own camera. Come here. Come on, baby. This is Mama's fur baby. This is Sophie McLovies. Sophie McLovies. This is my baby girls. I just loves her so much. Nickel needles? I think those, oh yeah? I was wondering, because somebody said, I know, I just love her, Colleen. She's my fur baby. That's my Sophie McLophie. Sophie Lophie, Pofie, Hofie. She's the bestest. She's the bestest. I just love her. Now I gotta wash my hands because I petted her and now hold on. Be right back. Now I can't touch my project because I petted the dog. Whoops. Should think about that before the project. That's okay. Give me a chance to pick up the scissors. I know. She's so sweet. I just love her. I'm so happy we adopted her. She was 6 months old when we adopted her. And of course, Mr. Clive, if you've happened to see him, we adopted him when he was 5 because nobody else wanted a black cat from the shelter. So I'm like, he'll come home with us. Oh yeah, I gave him a really good scrubbing before the stream, so. But you always get your natural oils from your hands on it anyways, but you know, try the best. That's why I like your crumb guard. All right, so the next row is again, oh no, we got that one, did we? Oh no, I had to come back one more. There we go. I was missing one. That's my Sophie Lofi. I know, I just love her so much. And then, okay, and then up 2 on the left-hand side. Okay, so up 2. 1 and 2. Anybody else working on anything exciting? Happy to post it and share it with us? I'm sorry, who is? My sister? Well, hey there, beautiful. I came into my sewing room and I hear your voice. I miss you. I miss you too, Sister Lisa. We worked. Can I show? Before I be so gushy and proud of our project together, can I show it, Sister dear? And that really is my sister. That's my eldest sister. She made my wedding dress from scratch in silk and satin 25 years ago almost. Can you believe that, Sister dear? 25 years. But I'd be happy. I can show? Okay, awesome. Okay. Woohoo. Okay, so next Long Arm Wednesday, you guys will see a project that my sister Lisa and I collaborated on for our middle sister's oldest child. Her name is Victoria, and she's getting married this summer. So we collaborated on a project. Lisa made the quilt top because she's a fantastic and awesome sewer, whatever. And she made this beautiful quilt top. So I put it together. I picked the backing and kind of what was going to be stitched on it. We kind of collaborated, we kind of shot back ideas of what we would like to go on it. And because there was a lot of white on it, I didn't want any other really color to stand out on those white fabrics. I just wanted it to kind of just blend so you'd be able to see it. So, all right, I'll show it. I'll show it. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Happy to show it. I finished it and it's all packed up. It still needs its binding though. So, and it's huge. It was like, you did like 99 by 99 on this quilt, girl. And it's kind of like a scrappy adventure. I chose, because she's got 3 dogs, and I don't want them to feel that they can't use this quilt because, you know, lots of people think, oh, you buy them a gift, they got to stick it in the closet for some particular reason. No, put it on your bed and use it, by golly, or I'm going to pop you in the nose. So I love this one because it's very much like her. It's all over the place. It's scrappy. It's beautiful. It's, you know, it's just gorgeous. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And I think you did such an amazing job, Lisa. Thank you so much. And it was a beautiful project to work with. And you called it, I know you sent me the text, and we're going to put it in the video, but I just can't remember. So, and in the stitch out, let me find something you can actually see it on here, is a heart and a swirl. Okay. I've stitched it out before on the long arm, but hopefully you can kind of see that. It goes like a little heart here and does like a little hook and then does like a little swirl and then it goes and makes another heart, and it's Ground cover. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was brain farting there. I apologize. And it's just absolutely stunning. It's such a beautiful collaboration of her fabrics and, you know, Walt's beautiful magic and trying to pick a nice backing that would suit them. And yeah, so I'm so happy with it. So happy. I just have to put the binding on. And I was kind of going to try and bust maybe my stash a little bit because of how the front is, be able to do the whole binding that way. Like have a little bit of fun with it. So thank you for letting me show that off there, sister dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She says she's famous by association and by proxy. She makes me laugh.
She's still infamous.
Yeah, she's still infamous in her own right, yeah. All right, so I only got a little. So when do you tie off your thread? When's the best time to tie off your thread? And how do you do it? Do you just tuck it under, or you just do under previous stitches you've already done? Or what's the skibby jibby? Osmosis. Oh, sorry. She's famous via osmosis. That's right. Thank you, Jen. Lisa did a fantastic job on that. Blame it on Munchkin. Shaved his eyebrows off. What? That's just crazy. Because I'm thinking maybe that might be too small when you have enough left to run under the previous stitches. Well, okay, then I guess I have a little bit more. Maybe I could do another row. Because that's a bit on there, isn't there? I can always start another, but I want to be, you know, frugal. Ooh, Pop Bay was making himself some lunch. Stitch under 3-4 previous stitches. Okay, Charlotte. I think I will, just because I'm feeling more comfortable with having a longer tail than I am with the short ones. And if they didn't give me enough colors, then I'm going to have to change the flower pot on the next one or the first one. And I don't care. I got lots of colors. I can fiddle and faddle with it. So, and I think it's so appropriate that you're here, Miss Sister Dear Lisa, because we're working on this. It says sister. And he's autistic too. That's got to be hard on everybody. You know, I know it is. All right. So that was, yeah, I can't see going very far with that. So I'm glad I actually cut that off. So where's, I had another strip around here somewhere. By golly. I know you're here. Where did you go? No, that's not it. Is it? Oh, it is too. What happened to the one I just did though? Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it. Okay, seriously? Did I eat it? I know sometimes I get hungry and I get snack sorry-ish, but what did I do with the ones that I pulled apart? Oh, here it is. Okay. Thought maybe I ate it or something. I don't know. What the heck, Batman? All right, so this only had 5 flosses per skein. Is that, I thought that had 6. Oh no, there's 2 there too. All right, learn how to count. Jeepers creepers. Hi, I'm new here. I'm new to the elementary class. Yeah, I'm very, very excited tomorrow to be showing off everyone's artwork that worked on the Joey bags for the kangaroos in Australia, the ones from the kids from the school, because we're going to show them off for a couple of seconds each one, so every kid gets their own little, you know, like famous times, because I want the teacher to link it in her newsletter and be able to be proud of the kids' work and stuff like that. So one of my customers yesterday has grandkids in another school in Erin, the Braybuff, if you guys know that, or some might. And she's like, oh, would you be willing to go over there? I'm like, Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I think about it. Maybe. And teach them, because that's a way bigger class, that's for sure. Because 4, 5s, and 6, there'd be a heck of a lot more there than was in my school, Ross R. So it's like, oh, I don't know if I can handle that. All right, so from the 2 I just did, I need to go up 1 and then go across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so up 1, check, and then over. But I need to make sure I give myself a tail, just enough so I can lock my stitches. You just kill me? What? What's going on? Till you have a 1.5 inch left and then bury under stitches. Well, I had more than that, I think, unfortunately, Teresa. But because I needed to go up a few and do a whole other line, I thought it might be best just to start off fresh. So I can always mix and match. It's not a big deal. And then just come, like I say, A, B, C, D. And then, of course, as you're going along, and then as you're coming back, it's this way, that way, that sort of thing. So, hence the crossing stitch. All right, now how many do I need to do in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then back the other way. Okay, see how you have that 1 row of stitches? Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm just going to come back the other way. I don't know if you can. Doesn't seem like I can get really in close there. I hope we get the over shoulder camera fixed soon. I can really see more detail. Hey, I'm just happy we have internet. That really sucked last weekend. I was all prepped and ready to go, tapping my toes, until it was like 10 after, and Pop said it's not happening. I'm sorry, we just can't get a stable connection. I'm like, okay, I'll make posts. Something else I could do, right? Because we couldn't do anything else. So, I think I put on Lord of the Rings, Decimation of Smog, and watched him for 2 hours, and then it was like, okay, what else is there to do? Because now I'm bored out of my mind. Because, you know, I had the CD for that, because like I said, the internet was so cruddy, you could do anything, so. Oh, what's up, Miss Teresa Fitzpatrick? What's going on? Da-da. So is anybody doing the Prairie Moon project with us on the Saturday live streams? Because we're going to be doing it as a quilt as you go project. So hopefully that'll be beneficial to a few people. Okay, so from that 1 row that I did a little bit up from that other section of dark pink, I need to go 1 over and 5 across. Okay, so I'm going to go 1 over. Come on. Sometimes it's hard to get your hand and eye coordination to get to the hole you want to poke it through. So, hello, Shannon. How are you? Where you from, Shannon? Where you hang your hat there, Shannon? It's actually snowing here. We're supposed to get a bit of snow over the weekend, and then 5 to 10 centimeters each day, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Tuesday and Thursday are forced teacher, or not forced teacher, but they're forced for me because I don't get paid being crossing guard, our teacher strike. So Tuesday and Thursday, probably expect one of those days to be another cross-stitch live stream because I have to make money somehow. And if I'm not making it doing crossing guard, we might as well cross-stitch. Get it? Cross guard, cross-stitch. Yeah, we'll do something. But I got bills to pay. So we'll do something. So be prepared. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the 5th. Okay. My mom is Canadian. Well, very nice there, Shannon. She must be awesome and amazing. And clearly very humble. And normally I'm not looking at you with my glasses on, but I seem to have to with this project because it's so tiny and it's been a while. And now I need glasses. My little magnifiers. I'm just teasing Shannon. I just pulled your leg. Hello, Vera. I thought I'd pop in for a while. I'm happy you're here, Miss Vera Campbell. What are you doing? Have you ever cross-stitched before? I have a couple of projects to show if anybody was curious to see them. I did a dragon and a nice little poem, but apparently I didn't realize there was a second part to this poem until I had a customer in the shop. I think the first year of me having the long arm, which would have been 2015, 2016. And she said there was a part 2, and I was looking at her going, what? What do you mean there's a part 2 to that poem? And me, who did the poem, I was very surprised. All right, then, okay, now I need to go over 2 from the ones I just did. So over 2. Oh, hold on, make sure I'm coming up the right hole here. There we go. Almost went the one over on the other side. Oh, that's okay. We're relearning here. And then back the other way, because those are just the 2 there. Cross-stitching. I don't think so, really, Shannon. It's just a matter of kind of knowing where you are and where you want to get to. Okay, so you can see those pinky bits there. Okay, sorry. Hopefully, maybe you can, because I got to wait until the camera catches up with me so I can figure out where the heck I am. Okay, those little pinky bits there. All right, those are actually going to be these little pinky bits right in this little pot right there. Okay. So it's just a matter of perspective of where it is and where you're starting from. So they said it's best to kind of start in the middle, and I thought, you know, that's a good spot to start because the middle went right kind of down on either side of this S sort of thing. So that was a good way. And it seems like this is exactly the same pot as this one. This one is different, that one's different, that one's different, and that one's different. But you can, with your own threads, and do your own thing. You know, you don't have to follow their instructions or instructions at all. And then I have a bunch of these glass beads that I'm going to add for embellishment to go on those little pots and maybe make some even flowers off to the side instead of just the letters, right? So, all right, and we're almost done this one little pot here, and I'm very excited. So we got that, and then we go over, and it's 1 above from the one we did to over to the left, and 3 across. So let's go over there. 3 across, so that would be 1, 2. Cross-stitching a baby quilt? Oh, very nice, Alta. Very nice. I was thinking I'd like to try and do really that. I thought that would be kind of neat and special. So I think I am done for the dark pink on this flower pot. I think I am. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, and then a whole row, and then a blank row, and then 2, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yes. There, and there. Okay. All right. We are done with the dark pink. And I'm just going to sneak it under a couple of little stitches here that I've already worked at. And hopefully give myself a little bit of a tail. And it's not going to cause me issues in the end. I find some latex finger to help grip with. Oh, that's very nice, Jan. Yeah, I could see that happening. My girlfriend Jo Marie brought me this beautiful little project kit for this project. She came over and had tea the other day, and she brought me this for this project. So I can't wait to use it. She made it. Isn't it beautiful? It's like a little plastic. I can shove everything in there. I won't lose anything. Oh, I just absolutely love it. I'm so thankful for it. So I'll make sure to put my beads in there and everything on my picture. So if people not sure what we're working on that. And I just kind of finished the dark pink of the middle one for the middle S. Okay. And then we're going to work on the dark pink for the first S. Okay. So we're going to have to count our butts over. So let's first, well, we don't really need to mark those out because we know we got them. So what we need to do is make sure we're on the right line and counting over. So this is a lesson in counting that we may fail at. These pots may be a little closer or further apart than necessary. Hand stitching hexagons into a quilt. I found some latex. Okay. Hexagons, Pat Remenschneider, she did a beautiful Lord of the Rings hexagons that were like quilted. They had the batting into it, and the backing was folded. It was such a stunning project. And the recipient, I love the video of the recipient. She was so happy to get it. I was tickled pink for Pat. I was like, oh, she must be so happy. All right, so because the pots aren't even or where they lay in this project, I need to count across. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is 10, so that would be 18, that would be 28, that would be 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, and on the 43rd is a stitch. Okay, so let's count ourselves across, cross stitch. I said 43, right? Okay, so let's be patient here while I count, because sometimes I may have to use your fingers and toes too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, come on, book it through, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, come on, I see you, poke through, so I know you're 30, there we go, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Come on, poke through 40. Come on, 40. There we go. 41, 42, 43. Okay, all right. So there is the 43, and then we need to go 2 over from that to start our cross stitch. So 1 and 2. Okay, Bob's your uncle. We're doing this. Hi guys, long time no see. Hello Gina, happy you're here. Oh fudge, I just pulled that right through. That's okay, I see where it was. Haha. We're good. We're good, don't worry. No worries, no panics. It's all good. It's all good. And then we need 3. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and then 3 on top of each other. So we're pretty much making another flower pot that we just did there, but it's just up a couple of spaces and obviously over 43. Bought the template after seeing your quilt. Thank you. Missouri Star Quilt Company has the template for the quilt as you go hexagon subsequent. Oh, I am too, Pat. I didn't realize you were in the chat. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad you're here. You can help answer any questions. Yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, that's it. I need to borrow someone's toes. Who's got toes I can borrow? Only got to 20. All right, there we go. 3 done. Check. All right, now we need to do 3 on top of that. That we can do. Okay, so again, because I started off with the first one. So if it has you going from A to B, C to D, E to F, and then G to H, I to F, da, 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 and then you have to start off the second row going A to B, how does that make any sense? Don't you have to go B to A? Because that's what I had to do over here. So who can riddle me that, Batman? Who can riddle me that? Because you only have to go B to A on the first stitch, and then you can go, you know, to C to D and so on and so forth on the second stitches, but that first one has to be the opposite direction. Yeah, okay, all right, because I'm thinking, okay, what? You're telling me A to B, C to D, E to F, and now you're making it so the second row is not possible. Rawr. Rawr. Get your anger face on. Exactly. And of course, I'm going to try and frame this and maybe put it on a pillow. I think maybe a pillow would be nice to put it in my computer room. I think it'd be quite nice. All right, so there's the second start to the other one. We're working it. Yes, Ruth, you should. I have some one cross-stitch project UFO about half done in a drawer called Box of Butterflies by Golden Bee. I should work it. Yes, you should, Ruth. Because, trust me, if I can finish this beast of burden, you can too. Trust me. That was a hard one. And remember I said I had a rust spot here from a needle that I had when I packed it away when we moved from the UK back to Canada, because we lived in the UK for 3 years, and it got a little, my pin stuck in there, and then I hadn't seen it in a while, and we were trying to figure out things to take it out. So yeah, did you not see that, Lisa? I thought you saw that. That's one of my dragons. Of course, it says Love Laura Lynn on the bottom because I made it for Pop. So it is actually, hold on, Gwenny Simpson said she found the person who made the pattern, because I haven't seen it since like the late 90s. Like seriously, I haven't seen that since then. So it is a beautiful project. I'm very, very proud of it, that's for sure. And then I did a poem here, but apparently there's a part 2 to the poem. But it was one of my long arm customers that told me there was a part 2 to this poem. And I added beads to this and everything else. So that's why I thought it would be really fun to be able to add beads to the flower project. So yeah. So does anybody want me to read off the poem? I know I read it off before, but you know, if you don't want to hear it again, that's fine. But if people want to, I don't mind. It's quite pretty. And apparently it's part 2. And I will be doing probably part 2 as via live stream. Read away? Okay, Charmaine. Okay, so it says, once upon a time is how most fairy tales start. Then add a questing maiden or a knight so pure of heart. Sometimes there is a treasure, princely frog or magic blade. Dangers to be conquered or long journeys to be made. Yet strength and courage triumph to the enemy's chagrin. The questing soul discovers that the hero lies within. Isn't that pretty? I loves it. It's my favorite. And Pop had it framed for me quite a while ago. It is very nice. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I really wanted to add that extra flair, so I put like beads on it to really ump it up sort of thing and make it pretty and make it special, because it meant something special. So thank you, thank you. It is a love. And there's a part 2. I think if you go look up Tales of Wonder, that is the cross-stitch patterns, Tales of Wonder. I think that's part 2. if somebody could go and confirm that for me, that would be nice, because it says, because that one it says once upon a time, or once, well, yeah, once upon a time is how most fairy tales started. This one it says like happily ever after at the end or something like that. So it's very similar, and it seems like it would go together, especially with the images and stuff. So I'll be happy to do that one for sure. All right, so now I need to do one on either side of the 3 I just did. So one to the left and one to the right. So let's keep doing a row. And we had 3, so now we need to do 5. Oops, 4. You have to look it up, Ruth. I forgot to put a link or anything to it. I thought about that earlier today, and then Pop was really busy, so I couldn't actually get it. Hello, Geeta. Happy you're here. At my real job today. I have many jobs. For one, I'm a crossing guard. Have been for 11 years. And then, of course, I run the quilt shop out of my house. And 2, do videos for YouTube and live stream and stuff. So many hats worn around this one. Tales of Wonder is the name. Yeah, thank you, Alta. I knew it was something like Tales of Wonder or something like that. It seems like it would go, though, too. Wouldn't it, Alta? Did you read it? I think it would go. I think it would go with it as a part 2. And the thing is, I never knew there was a part 2 when I bought the kit. Like, that was, I'm sure that was a kit. I wouldn't have ventured that far off on my own. I was so young, I didn't know my bum from a hole in the ground. So, as new to the world, man, I was new. There was nothing like the internet thing back then. I mean, I'm sure there was, but I mean, not to find what we were looking for. You had to go buy it, so. Mm-hmm. And it sounds like it would match it, because I've read it, and I'm like, oh, looks like the images would be very similar, and if I could just kind of match a bit of the threads, because I think I still have them, which would still be in my bucket, so. And then I thought, well, yes, it mentions once upon a time towards, yeah, that's exactly it, Alta. Yeah, that's why I thought maybe it would have been great for the part 2. Mm-hmm. I'll see. Oh, okay, bye, Robin. I'm sorry you're buffering so bad. Or she's already gone, probably. Mm-hmm. It is a beautiful poem. It's one of my favorites. It meant a lot to me. That's why I cross-stitched it up, so. Munchkin was such a wee little thing at the time. He was only like 6 or 7 years old, so. All right, okay, so we got those bits there, and then we need to do the 2 up on the side. All right, so that's 2 on the left. Oh, yeah, and again, doing from B to A. Helps if you have the thread in there. Most patterns start at the center, working to the left, top or bottom. So new rows start 1 stitch below AB, making the new stitch A going into your C stitch. Look for the Karen collection. Okay, I'll look for that, Ulta. Thanks, Teresa. That's a good tip. Appreciate that. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy, you want your time? Come. Hi. I know, sleepy man. Come here. Meow. Come here, little buddy waddy. Come on. You just waking up? Y'all meows her face. Come here. Hello, come here. Oh, look who wants some loving. Mr. Clive. Hey. Now they get y'all nice and close. Hey, buddy. Hey. I'll have to scoot you down here. There we go. So they can see you. Mr. Clive Magoo. Yes, exactly, Anne. Mr. Clive. I know, eh? He's such a bug. He was clawing my bum the other day when I was filming the weekend project. He was sitting in the chair behind me going, phew, 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 to my... I was like, dude, I'm trying to do a video. You're not helping at all. You're not making this any easier, buddy. Right? He's such a big sucky wucky. Aren't you? You good? Unhook yourself from my shirt. Thanks. Thank you. Wash the hands. Animal oils. Don't want to ruin my project. Good point. All right, no more animal love. I'm going to have to keep washing. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know what's going on. Oh, excuse me. All right, Pop says we're dropping frames like crazy. All right, so add the 2 to the top there, and then we'll have to get a new thread, because by that time we will have nothing almost left of this other dark pink. And that's, the rest are all colors, so nice to be able to get this dark pink thing out of the way, get the 2 pink ones set out. All right, so tuck this back in. Now that I finish that line, come under a few stitches to avoid him under the desk, and he knows, and he knows I'm trying to avoid him, and then that's when he's in. Sorry? 1, 2, 3, and over 1. Oh, it seems very disappointing. All right, so I counted up my 3 and over 1 to get to the second dark pink. And then I need to do 3 of those in a row, and then up and do 2 on the left and 1 on the right past that for the second rows. All right. It is looking lovely. Gold and brown swirls around the dragon to hide the rust stain on the cloth. That's a good idea, Lisa. I didn't even think about that. Adding extra to the cross stitch. I didn't think about that. Someone said add a jewel or a gem or something and just glue it on, but that's a good idea too. I like that. Could add some little bling bling and zing zing. I got some different colored silvery goldy threads, so yeah, we could do that. Yeah, it's the connection's kind of crap for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Pop said he'd be surprised if we actually had a live stream, so I'm just gonna keep going and do what I gotta do, and hopefully it somehow fixes itself magically through the powers of the grateful people of the internet. You're never in the dark, Sassalette. Oh, well, try again tomorrow. I'm sorry, Charlotte. I'm sorry. Well, hopefully we'll be here and okay tomorrow. That's for sure. All we can do is hope. Last weekend was kind of a wash, let me tell you. It was a big disappointment for everybody involved. My phone, I'm not improving the feed any. Oh. It's got to be on our end. We know the cable guys have come out and fixed what they were supposed to do in the hood, because there was a few people who were having issues, not just us. So, and then we were getting some good upload the other day, so I just assumed we were okay to be all right for today, but clearly something's going on. Not at all, really, Tiffany. It's actually kind of a nice day. It's actually snowing just lightly, but I mean the wind is low, and it's not like minus, freeze your bum off. It's only like minus 15 Celsius. So, I mean, that's minimal considering it's the end of January. Usually it's into the minus 28, minus 32. Freeze the snot on your face. Sorry, probably a little bit graphic, more than anybody needed to hear, but that's the way it is in Canada. Just saying. You're refreshed? Okay, hopefully it's okay, Charlotte. Hopefully, now that you've refreshed, hopefully it's okay. Should be okay now, Pop says. Okay. All right, I'm just plugging away, just trying to finish off this one dark purple, or dark pink, sorry, not dark purple, dark pink thread. I'm trying to make these 2 flower pots that are matching. The other ones are all different and unique, so that's why I thought if I get the 2 ones to match in the get-go, in the beginning, and then we'll work from the other ones out there. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that, Janet. If you were talking about the booger part. I'm sorry. It is what it is, girlfriend. It is what it is. Can't help it. Mother Nature's is Mother Nature's. It's looking good. Now once we get some threads going on here, it's actually starting to look really nice. You can see how those two flower pots are kind of starting to make themselves, one. Sorry. Bring it down, Dork. Bring it down. They are going to be flower pots. I know right now they're just one-colored little threads and different things in between. So, yeah, she is a hard boss, that Mother Nature. You got that right, Cecilette. You know more than anybody else being in Australia. Yeah, this will be a very fun first project to tackle on, since not having cross stitch in quite some time. Oh, okay, that was a weird one. I crossed over 2 at that one. Whoa, come back up. Come back up. Okay, there we go. It's like, why does that look so weird? I crossed over two of them and not just the one. All right, so there's that one, and we need to come 2 up on the left-hand side. There we go, from the B to A again, and then C to D. And there's lots and lots and lots of free projects out there that you can tackle via cross-stitching. You can, about 7 years ago, I took a wolf head howling at a moon, a cross-stitch pattern, and changed it into a queen-size quilt for my girlfriend who loves wolves, because I couldn't find something that I liked enough to do for her, so I made my own thing. So there's lots of expansion and blends that you can do between cross-stitch and quilting, so it's lots of it. You can also just some rust remover, like that stuff you always see on TV. Try it on the piece, you would see. Oh, okay, I gotcha. You place it in the winter where we love living. Our face hurts when we go outside. Yeah, exactly. But we don't have snakes to deal with. We're okay. We're okay. We don't want snakes to deal with. Yeah, actually, WD-40 was suggested, but then that is a bit of an oil base, so they thought it might leave an oil stain. There was a few things that were suggested to possibly take that stain out of the dragon, where the needle was. So I'll try and figure that out, what I want to do there, that's for sure. What a lovely surprise. Hi from UK, frozen stuff. I'm not sure, Angela. I never really timed it. Good question, though. All right. What do I need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 3. Here's 4. 5. 6. 7. All right, here we we go. Now back again. Okay. I'm going to have to look into those nickel needles that Robin was talking about because, like I said, sometimes the acid in my hands wears away at the metal on the needles. And I can't use usually the 100% gold ones or so many karat golds because I'm actually allergic to gold, the copper in the gold. So I can have white gold or platinum or what was my wedding ring? Oh, white gold. I think it was white gold, wasn't it? I think my wedding ring was white gold. Not that I wear it, but that was one I could wear for sure. All right, so there's that, and then we need to go one over to the left. All right, and we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1. You two what, Lisa? The metals? The metals from the needles? Deteriorate? 3. 4. I can't wear gold. Yeah, well, see, we share that in common, sister dear. Cannot wear gold. It's either platinum or white gold or sterling silver. That's what it is, sterling silver. Not them. No, I'm just saying. I think my earrings are mostly sterling silver, if not white gold. 4. Yeah, it's my mother-in-law before she passed away. Actually, when Pop and I were recently married, and she was trying to kind of downsize her jewelry, she gave me a gold ring. It was more like a pinky ring sort of thing, and I didn't realize at that time. I guess it must have been before we got married, so I didn't realize at the time I was actually allergic to gold because not like I really had a lot of gold jewelry. So, and all of a sudden I had this big rash on my ring and my finger, or my finger where and it would just itch and it would be just so irritating and stuff. And then we realized I was allergic to gold. So, and that's pretty much all most of her jewelry was 24 karat gold. So it's kind of like, oops, well, oh well. All right, so then we go 2 over on this side here, and then we almost have our second flower pot of the dark pink done. It snowed for a little bit for 2 days the last week. I love watching the snow and the rain. We're in for quite a bit of snow. So I think like 4 days of snow. At least it's not as much as Newfoundland, that's for sure. Poor Newfoundland. Got buried. Alright. Almost done this one thread. Come here. Come on, chameleon. It's raining here, says Lena. Come on, you. All right, there we go. There's the 2. And now, 1, 2, 3. 1 over from the top, over to the left, and only 3 across. And that is the end of the dark pink. Sweet Caroline. Do. They go hand in hand. It's black here. Well, it's the middle of the night for you, Sassalette, isn't it? Or middle of the morning. It's early morning. Usually you join us at 1 p.m. on our live streams on Saturdays, but it's still early morning for you. It's still like 5 a.m. or something. 1, 2, 3. I needed 3. Okay. 5:30. She's in the future. So what were last night's winning lotto tickets for the Lotto Max here in Canada? So I can go put my numbers in and win. And then I'll send you Walt. and then everything will be happy chappy. All right. There we go. 2 flower pots, both the same with their dark pink thread. There we go. Pop that in there. So that's our middle one that says S, and that's our outer one that says S, or Sister for sister. Okay. Oh, Jeepers Creepers. I'm sorry. Sorry. Sister. Okay. Sorry. Hello, Sonia. Happy you're here. Not bad, eh? We're getting there. We're working it. We're working it. All right, so let's kind of like tighten that in the frame a little bit. Just pull it a little bit. All right, so there. Let's do a little shady McDoo-doo on these little ones here, so I know they're done. I don't completely color them, and I just want to shade them just a smidge. And what's our next color? Let's do the squares. The squares is the light pink. Okay, so let's do the light pink. Oh, here we go. Light pink. They said 18 inches, so we'll just take one. Do. All right, put that one back through there. Here. Cut it in half. And then take 2 of those, because there should be 6, right? And you guys were saying one at a time is the best, so let's do that. Let's just pull one little thread out at a time. Okay, so here's one, and here is. Come on, don't fight me now. Don't fight me now. I'm gonna go finish my breathing treatment and lay down. It's nice to see you. I hope you do too. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today, Tiff. Appreciate it very much. Very much. Thank you for your time and consideration. Hope you feel better. All right, here we go. And of course, you can load up a bunch of pins if you need to load up, you know, if you want to have one of each color all ready to rock and roll. That's completely up to you. She may have already left there, Vicky. Sorry. You can always message her if you need to. Okay. Put that over there. So it's everybody drinking? I got myself a tea. It's cold by now. So I should drink some. Are you talking to me, Sonia? Or who are you talking to? Who are you talking to, girl? What do you mean for the weekend? We're gonna continue the Prairie Moon, and I'm gonna have a sewing companion, because you can see the other machine over there because it's too heavy to move. It'll be tomorrow during the live stream. I'm going to be doing the Prairie Moon, and they're going to be doing the kangaroo bags, the insides. And we're going to show off. We're just going to show off the outsides of the artwork from the kids from the school I was doing the presentation at. So I'm very, very excited by that, very much so. They're all stacked right there on the ironing there. And there's some beautiful artwork, my goodness. And it was hard to tell these parents that they had to use permanent markers because they're so used to just giving their kids the non-permanent ones. All right, so let's continue on with these light pink. Was it there right? Yeah, it was light pink. And we're gonna get. Yeah, there's too much snow and cold here for you, Lois. You'd freeze. The driveway's nothing but a sheet of ice. Telling my hubby you told me that one of the firefighters left years ago because chief in your town, or assistant chief, small world, huh? You. Okay, so what's happening, sorry? We're ending? Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Looks like we're kaput's kapazzo for today. Guess that's all we got. Was an hour and a half. Guess there's always Tuesday and Thursday next week, when I'm going to be forced to take off because of teacher strike. So I have no choice to somehow make some money. It's not at all my preciouses. Not at all. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, 6. 5. I don't know what's going on. Pop says it's being crappy and we should probably call it, so I don't know exactly what is happening. I don't know whether you guys are getting any of this or whether you're just getting the line of Circle of Doom and you're not even playing Xbox. So only the Xbox people would get that. Try and catch you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for our live stream where we're going to continue to working on the Prairie Moon, and we'll have a frozen in the donut is spinning. Donuts? You said donuts. Donuts. Yes, please. I'll take the donuts. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, 1 and 2. And then, what do we got going on here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. I guess we're done then. Adios. Sayonara. Kaput's kapazzoed. Finite finato. Don't let the door hit you in the butt on the way out the door. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna talk to myself. Do 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 do. Don't call the people on me. I don't need the special jacket that buckles in the back. Nope, nope, nope. It's not my fashion. Thank you very much. All right, I'll type something in chat then. Looks like you have a carrot cake there in front of you. I wish. Where's the carrot cake? Oh, this? No, that's just a pad. A pin pad. Pins for a pin holder. Carrot cake. Now you want me? Now I'm craving carrot cake. Way to go, Ellison. What are you doing, girl? Now I need carrot cake. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Well, at least we did get some done. Yeah, no nuts. At least we got some done. Carrot cake on Fridays, like fish on Fridays. You can only have fish on Fridays, right? So far, thank you, Charlotte. So far, it's just the way it is, Pop. Just the way it is. I don't know what you want to do. I'm just gonna stitch here like a loopy-loo. Keep on keeping on. I know, that's all I can do, Allison. What else am I supposed to do? It's like, for Pete's sakes, Bibbidi Bob, I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best. It was fine for days, and now it's just being all persnickety. Jeepers creepers. Makes no sense whatsoever. I don't understand the internet. It's not like we're in the boonies. We live in a village. It's all good. Okay, well, I guess we're still hanging out here because Bob says we're stable, so whatever. That's his words, not mine. He says we're stable. All right, I have to go in the half of one of these squares here to try and form this pot. Okay, there we go. I was trying to get it in between and it just wasn't going. I know, now it's fine, right? No, it's not harsh weather at all. It's just being goofballish there, Allison. I don't know what the heck's going on. It's being really wonky. Persnickety and wonky. Those are even two combinations that can happen together. We're just going to put them together. Persnickety and wonky. Are any of us stable? That's a very good question there, Robin. Are any of us stable? Probably not. All right, all the way over to that one. Okay, so I'm just trying to do the light pinks, filling in between the dark pinks that I stitched first, because that was pretty much my stabilizing stitches to figure out where the heck I was going to and from that point on was those pink ones. Modem trolls, yeah. Exactly. There we go. That looks pretty. I like those pinks together. Those are very nice together. This is going to make a beautiful block. Right, that was just above, right? It's just above. Yep. No, don't go any more than that. Come back the other direction. Doing the C to D and E to F. Alphabets dance. Here we go. Sassite, we're going to put you in the corner. Yeah, exactly. I've already missed one day this week with the teacher strike. I don't get paid for that via crossing guard, which is very annoying. And trust me, I've had very many discussions with my boss about it in the township, and we seem to be at impasse because we can't seem to agree. I say I want to get paid, and he says no. So I don't know. I think maybe some tires need to get flattened. I'm kidding. I didn't say that. Not me. I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't. That'd be bad. Bad juju. I know, and they are. And they're going to do Tuesday and Thursday next week too, Allison. So I don't get paid for Tuesday and Thursday next week either. So I'm gonna do a live stream one of those days, working on this cross stitch project. So I have to make some sort of money. I got bills to pay. My crossing guard money already goes to the house. You know, the quilt shop and, you know, internet and everything else like that. That goes to something else completely. It's, you know, machine payments and batting and fabric and thread and everything else. Especially when I do lots for charity. That comes out of my own pocket. So we're finishing up 5 quilts for a charity called the Salvation Charity that we did for a Start for Long Arm Wednesday. You'll see 2 of the, yeah, you actually commented on that. So yeah, the Canadian one and then the golf one. And then I have another golf one and then there's a blue one and another one. So there's a few more. I know it's not fair. And it drives me crazy. My boss says I can't claim it. And put up on my sewing computer right away. There we go. I'll just make 2. No, I didn't, Allison. I haven't been to the post office yet. Not this week. Or when was I there? Ask Lisa. Because that's Monday. Monday I was there. I haven't been there yet today. So maybe your package is there, Allison, and I just haven't gotten it yet. Okay. I'm assuming that's your quilt that you wanted quilted up. We need to talk about your Halloween one too, actually. No, but I'll have to check today though. I got to go out to the pharmacy and stuff like that, so. All right. Oh, that's looking so nice. I like it with that light pink. I'm running out though. I think I got one more stitch here. Stitch up here and then to the side. And then I may have to tie this off. Okay, hold on. Let's do this one stitch here. Do 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 do. What? I for some reason only got one thread there. What?
For you, it's just like pulling off the bike.
Oh yeah, it's easy peasy. And look, and even the back looks just as pretty. That's the way it should be. Oh, it's being held for pickup. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Allison. I'll get it today. Yeah, and then the front. So blank. Yeah, I'll grab it. I'll grab it after the live stream. So. Okay, just because it came out of the needle, we just want to make sure we're still tying those threads up underneath. So. Yeah, no problem. We'll do. Thank you. I appreciate that. I did a disappearing 9 patch with red. Oh, black, red, yellow with ladybug fabric. I'll post pictures on LL's site. Okay, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. That is the www.wesewit.com. It's not actually LL's website, contrary to my sister's belief. It's the guild website, the Online Quilters Guild. Please join us there. You can post any of your crafts, whether you carve soap or make mud cakes in the yard, whatever you like to do. You can. Pop's excited for your mud cakes. You can post them there. How's Munchkin? He's good, actually, Kathy. Thanks for asking. I made one of his favorites last night for dinner. I had a very busy day yesterday. I had like a 12-and-a-half-hour day yesterday. And so I made his favorite for dinner, and we waited to have dinner with him when he got home from school. So he didn't get home from school until like 7:30. So we had all dinner together, and then he had to work on one of the videos. So, but yeah, it was all good. Oops, sorry. I don't mean to yawn. Apologize. Did not mean to yawn. I apologize. All right, we need some more light pink here. And so far, so good. This is coming together. 1 month of summer and then autumn. Yeah, I hope so for you, Sasla. That's for sure. You guys need a break. That's for sure. Plus 50, and we're like, well, not like we've gotten to minus 50. And me being a crossing guard, as you well know, I know the temperatures this time of year. And come January, February, we're looking usually at minus 25, minus 28 with the wind chills, or without the wind chill, sometimes into the 30s with minus 30 with the wind chills. So it has been very, very mild, and almost to the point where it's been a little bit... what is going on here, because we feel, it seems like a bit of a sneaky thing that's happening, because we know this time of year it's always pretty cold, and the fact it's not, so yeah, it's not good. Oh, come here. Oh, I had both strings. Okay. All right, want to make sure I leave enough to tie on this here. We need rain. I wish I could send you ours. I wish I could send you our snow. You'd be like, Laura Lynn, don't send me those gifts anymore. I don't like them. Send your gift back, she says. I'm sure Mitchell would love it. He'd love playing in the snow. Build himself a snowman. And we'll build himself a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? Oh, hold on. Make sure my little threads are sticking out here. There we go. Well, we're still here. Unfortunately, lots of people left because we thought we were dropping, but oh well, we're still here. We're living strong. We can do it. We're living strong. All right, so we got that. Let's do up at the top here, past one. Is that past one? That is past one on an angle. Okay. And then come back in as a half stitch, which means from the hole right to the center of the block. You have to poke your needle through to get its attention, that's for sure. I wish I could talk to you every day. It's like having a friend in my house listening. Oh, thanks, Robin. Well, you'll have me today and tomorrow. Hopefully, the internet holds. There's never any guarantee in life, apparently, including the internet. Do 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 do. Now I got the Build a Snowman song in my head. I think you're complaining. It's -4, 0, 8 or 0 here now. That never happens normally. Yeah, I know, right, Lisa? You're in Winnipeg, so you would know. You would know the cold just like I do. All right, so then we go 2 and then a half of 1. So let's go this and this. Yeah, you get right back into the swing of things when it comes to cross stitching. It's like riding a bike, as Pop said, right? So it doesn't take too long at all to get back into the swing of things. I can hear Pop opening up his bag of chippy chips. Rippled sour cream and onion chippy chips. Hello, Wendy. You're home from work. Hopefully you're not sick or you're just hanging out. Hopefully you're just hanging out and not sick. Because that's no fun to be sick. If you're home from work, you should be able to enjoy your day instead of just hugging the tea kettle and, box of Kleenex. Babies. Oh, you started it, Sassalette. Do 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 do. Apparently, when I greet, this babysitter walks a couple of kids in the morning, and apparently, the way I say this one kid's name, because I call him Mr., I treat them with respect. I'm like, oh, hey, Mr., I won't say real names, but like Mr. Peter, Mr. Jack, or whatever. Good morning, and how are you? So apparently, the way I say this kid's name, I go, good morning, Mr. Such and Such. And she said, it sounds like the Baby Sharks. They're the intro to the Baby Shark song. I'm like, I'm sorry. She goes, I just can't help but think of it every time you say something to him that sounds like the Baby Shark song. I'm like, sorry? I think. I don't know what right now. Didn't mean to. Please don't shoot me. All right, there's our dark pink and our light pink on our little middle flower pot. Hello, Connie. Oh, I am stitching up. Hold on. Oh, there it is. It's called Sister. And it's got like 6 little flower pots. And I'm working on 2 right now. Well, hello, Miss Helly. You are so late, girl. You are so late. Where you been? Yeah, exactly. Where's your late note? Sasselet's been causing all sorts of trouble. No, that's what we're working on. So I've got the middle one done for the middle S. So this would be Sister. So that's the middle one right there, all done and ready to go. You forgot. What? So that's what we're working on. That's what we're working on. All right, so I'm done with the light. Now, on this one, so let me tuck my stitches under these previous ones. Hopefully, if it works the way I was hoping. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good in the hood. All right, I think I'm just going to grab a new piece to do the other one. Miss Helly lives in Denmark. She's Copenhagen, Denmark. And she got herself a new dishwasher for birthday Christmas gift or something like that. Or I think it was a birthday gift from her son. And she loves it. I'm cross-stitching Lizzie Kate Valentine's right now, and I'm watching. Well, thank you, Libby. I'm glad you're here. I saw the afternoon on your last video, but you didn't mention a time. Oh, I thought I said noon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I tried to. Maybe I obviously was wrong. I apologize. You were a week early, girl. You were so funny when I get this text message or the message in the afternoon of Friday. I'm like, why is Sasselet here early? What's going on? What did I miss? She's a week early. I did say noon? Oh, okay, I did. Okay, all right. I thought I did. I thought I might have said noon. So. All right, so we're just working on our second flower pot with the light pink. You can see that we already did the dark pinks here, and now we're just working in our little bit of our light pinks. And as cross stitching goes, it wants you to go from this part here over, 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 and then working your way back the other way. Okay. You don't know what time noon is. Noon's a mystery. Oh, Alice got out there big. Gotta go. Bye. See you later. Allison's one of our university, high school teachers. I think it's high school actually, in California. California. An hour earlier than normal and add a day. Or minus a day. It's not add a day, is it? Oh, I got a knot in here somehow. Oh no, don't make me cry. Oh, I'm gonna have to get my angry eyes out. Hopefully I packed my angry eyes. Hold on. Why is there a knot here? Why you gotta be so naughty? Come on, you. Don't be peeing in my catushes. Yeah, I know. You don't want angry eyes. Nobody wants to see these angry eyes. Nobody. Even Munchkin's scared of my angry eyes. Pop not so much. He knows I'm all fluff anyways. Ergalurga. Ergalurga. What's going on here? There's a big old knot. Come on, you. I think we can do this. Sandy. Hello, Maureen. Happy you're here. Chinese. Oh, what kind of Chinese food there, Anne? What's your favorite? I like beef and broccoli, and of course wonton soup is my absolutely favorite. I love wonton soup. I'm a soup person though. I like soup. What else do I like? I like shrimp, like the torpedo shrimp and chicken balls. have to say wonton and beef and broccoli would be my favorites. Erg. I am not happy with what went on here because I don't think I can get this knot out for Pete Bob's sakes. Grr. Oh, my back is still giving me a lot of trouble, so I want to be able to tell you. Oh, I'm sorry. Be prepared for a beating when she's feeling better. That's good. I know. Pop's been having some issues too with his back. He went and actually had an x-ray the other day to see if he maybe had a compressed disc or a slipped disc or something like that. So, but we're still waiting for results from that. Oh, I think I had like half of it out, and now I can't seem to get that last little section of knot out for some reason. Oh, I did. Look at me go, Batman. Look at me go. Pork noodles, chicken, rice, and sweet and sour. Oh, yeah, I'm all over that. Garlic chicken is, I don't think I've ever had garlic chicken. I'll have to try that next time, if it's even on the menu. Saslet's throwing frisbees over her head again because there's no way that could be a halo. Nope. Not a banana ginger beef. Although, I love ginger beef. But they don't do a good ginger beef over here at ours. So I miss the one from Calgary, the little Cherry Inn restaurant at the northeast part of Calgary. They had the best ginger beef and the best wonton soup. Oh, the joys of growing up when you're a kid. Thinking the blue should be red. Where's the... Huh? She knows just the one. Of course you do, sister dear. They did have the really good ginger beef. It's the bomb diggity, baby. Bomb diggity. That's where I learned how to use chopsticks when I was a wee kid. A wee little munchkin like me own munchkin. I learned how to use me chopsticks. The Cherry Inn. Yeah, exactly. The Cherry Inn. Good place, man. Good food. I remember the cook or the chef from the back saw me struggling one day trying to use chopstick, comes out and shows me, not speaking a word of English, just grabs my hands and puts his chopsticks in them and shows me how to do them and gives me some stern lookings and, and I'm like, okay, I got this. I learned that night. He was so proud of me, actually. Yeah, exactly. The joys of growing up when you're growing up. Yep, indeed. Okay, so that's that row done. Now we need a full row completely. 1, 2, 3 and over. 1, 2, 3. I think I might have missed a spot on that one. That's okay. No big deal. We can fix that. She stole Mitchell's halo. Yeah, no kidding, right? You gave up cross-stitching to start quilting? Sometimes they're linked because I've seen so many beautiful cross-stitched stockings, where they have that beautiful, Santa holding the tree or like the log cabin or, something really fancy or special in the center, and then they built it out around the stocking and then, made it really special, obviously. So because of the hand stitching part of it and being the cross-stitching, that always takes time and effort and, it's not just 20 minutes, clearly. We've been at this for, just shy of 2 hours. And, you know, I've got some done. I'm pretty happy with my progress, that's for sure. I want to make sure I'm counting my stuffies here. Yep, one passed. Okay. And feel like I'm still making some sort of progress in this project. So. And then, of course, there's all sorts of frames you could use. You could use one that you didn't have to hold. You could just have it in front of you like a little, you know, like almost like a quilting frame, but it's a cross-stitch frame. There's many options for that, too. Uh-oh, here comes trouble again. Oh, good gravy. What's up, Mr. Magoo? Hey, Mr. Clyde Magoo. There we go. All right, now the next row of pink, which is straight across completely. Okay, so let's do that. No, it is not a quick craft. That is, and same with quilting. I don't think quilting is a quick craft either, to tell you the truth. There's some things that are like scrapbooking, I think would be a quick craft. You know, lots of paper crafts, some small fabric crafts, those sorts of things. But if you're looking into trying doing a whole quilt project, whatever, like even just cutting and making all the fabric bits for the project for the weekend project for today, you know, it was still 5-6 hours to get that done, right? So. I gave up on spelling typing thingy. Oh, sorry. Why? What's up, Saslet? Are you having spelling issues? Are you trying to spell Australian stuff, Wise? Mr. Clive says yes, you are. Because he knows. He knows. He can tell via, ow, why are you climbing me? Why? Why? Why must you? Oh my gosh. You know how hard it's going to be to work with you on my lap? It's going to be impossible. So just shushins. That's like the cat trying to climb you, you know? Those claws are deep. Flesh is tender. Mr. Clive wants his time. So that means you're going to leave me alone all tomorrow, right? Is that going to happen? Yeah, I don't see it actually happening. At all. Ever. Oh, did he get the knot out? Oh, there's a little one here. There, okay, it is. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I tried. I'm trying. As Pop says, I am very trying. I'm not sure what he means by that, though. You want people to hear you meowing? Really? Jeez, cat. No, you can't help. You can't help. So stop headbutting it, dude. Da, 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 da. All right, back the other way. Look at us. We're almost done 2 flower pots today. I say we're amazing. Totally amazing. Okay, let's do that there. And then we go, okay, that's 1 on underside and then 2 beside. Okay. Oh, cute. Love you. I know. He's trying to. He's like laying on the desk. I'm afraid he's going to attack things. Like he was the other day, he was trying to attack my bum as I was in front of the chair. He was all clawing my butt. Like, what are you doing, you weirdo? You weird cat. Yeah, it was kind of sad that he was spent so much time in the shelter and nobody adopted him. And yet he's such a lovely cat. We've had him for, this is going on our 11th year. So, and he was 5 when we adopted him. So he's 16. Like, he's 16 years old. And he clearly needed a home and someone to love. So we gave him our home and us to love, didn't we, buddy? He's really been a good cat. He's very lovey. And he thinks everybody who comes to the shop is here to love him, even though they're not. And he gets really disappointed when they don't. It does crack me up, actually. Right? You gonna nap there? You snug as a bug in Mummy's arms. We should make you one of those kangaroo bags and make it a Clive bag. And then that way I could, you can be near me. And I could just, slap you on like a little messenger bag. All right. Mr. Magoo. Feedy, fighty, fody, foo, Mr. Magoo. Cat wearing bag. I know. When I did the Joey bags, the first video a couple weekends ago, after that, Pop was like, I think Mr. Clive would like one of those bags. I'm like, you're probably right. He would love one of those bags. Wouldn't you, buddy? I don't think so. There's lots of traffic. I work at a highway, so I get the truckers getting all peeved at me most times. What I don't understand is when it's not like I'm crossing the kids just for the fun of it. They have to go to school, and I'm there for the safety of the children. So what I don't understand is where I'm stopping the peoples and they give me the look, or they get all frustrated and bang their dashboard or bang their steering wheel, and I'm like trying to look at them going, what's your problem? It's going to be like less than 30 seconds for me to cost these kids. Like, seriously. Calm your butt down. For Pete's sakes. Some people are just funny. Funny annoyingly. Try to get all snug by tenderizing my arm here. Like, could you not? I'm using that. Give them the evil. I do actually. I give them the old stink eye, stare right at them. I love the ones who, when I go to put my stop sign out and it's flashing stop, and I go to step out a few steps and they still keep going like they're gonna fly past me, and I just stare at them, walking out with my stop sign. I'm sure not scaring anybody, but it makes me feel better. I don't care. Oh, I get some people go, like, I have to work to go to, and I'm like, this is my work, and these are the safety of our community kids, so back off, bub, And I've had a few close encounters, being squished like a big old pancake, so thank goodness that didn't happen. Because that would have just been messy, and nobody needs to deal with that kind of mess. Hello, Susan from the UK. Mr. Clive is trying to help me, but not really helping. Just saying. If you happen to see him here, he's not really actually helping in the cross-stitching process. It's more like, it's as if you're not helping, you must be hindering, so. Yeah, wear my glasses, that's what I'll do. I'll give me over my little old lady glasses. I'm going to bring them next time. Too funny. You got your claws stuck into my shirt. What's going on, bud? Come on. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, you're getting feisty, are ya? Are you getting feisty? Feisty cat Magoo? Oh, really? Why you bite Mama? Mama love you. Why you gotta be so violent? Well, I've actually, the one guy who came close to me probably about 5 years ago, and he kept creeping through my crosswalk as I was crossing the kids. And all the kids were crossed at that point in time. But I was so annoyed with his behavior. You're going, kitty. You're going. That I tapped my sign on his hood as he was walking, as he was crawling through the intersection. I was still in the middle of my crosswalk. And he got all mad with me. He goes, yeah, you're going to chip my paint. And I said, you almost killed me. Back off to the white lines, buddy. So, but I said to one guy, he says, oh, I'm going to call the cops on you. And I said, go ahead. I said, try explaining to them why I busted my stop sign on the front of your car and why I smashed your windshield. He pulls off. I'm like, yeah, there you go. Try explaining that to my safety community officers who know me. See who's going to win there, bub. I think it'd be me. Spiderweb quilt is finished. Oh, very nice, Marguerite. I bet you that's gorgeous. Very nice. Hello from Germany, she says. Hello. I know Guten Abend means good morning. I don't know what that means for good evening. So, I know, no kidding, Anne. No kidding. It's like you can't be in that much of a rush to get to work that you're going to risk the kids of your own community, right? Like, and with some of them, is when they're texting and driving. Oh my gosh, I wish I could write out tickets. I see it all the time, texting and driving. It stresses me out. It really does, because I can't do anything about it. I just watch them go past. You know, when my peace officer friends are there, I talk to them about it. And, you know, and sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they'll stand with me, sometimes they don't. So it's not often. They've only been there maybe once a month since the beginning of the school year. So, and it's nice to be able to get some people to control their speed in the village here when it's only 40 kilometers an hour, right? And I can tell you, majority of them do not do 40. They're well above, that's for sure. There's only just a little bit. I like one stitch left, and I want to use this thread to do it. I'm just really short. Thank you, thank you. Awesome. Oh, it works really good. I hope so. I hope so for your project. That's what you're saying about. Yeah. This one's coming across. Okay, A-okay. Where was I there? Okay. I needed one more. Yeah, there was one more, and then I need to get a new thread. That's right. Okay. So there. Then tuck it in the back. And it looks really nice in the back, too. It's not messy or chaotic as it has been in the past. So there's the front. That's a couple of our little baskets that we're doing. Here is the main picture. Okay, right there. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, that's got to be so weird, Marguerite. I was wondering what our UK fans were thinking about that. And then it's just as pretty on the back side. So it's stitched up quite nicely. Yeah. It's getting there. It's getting there. It'll do. Yeah. We're working on it. We're working on it. What is it now? 2:30? Okay. All right. I think that's good for today. And then we'll be live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. So that's what we're working on. I was showing some of my previous projects that I've done. This one was from like 2007 to like 2004. I did that one. It took me quite a few years to break my way through it. And I think the back looks just as pretty as the front. So, and I do plan on framing that. I'm just not quite sure how yet. It's been out of a frame for a few years, so it needs a home for sure, definitely. And then I did a poem as well too, so. Just going back to bed. And then I plan on adding some beads and stuff like that to the flower pot, so. Hello from Brazil. Why, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's not bad. Well, I've been 2.5 hours there at least. Sorry. I'm sorry. You missed us. Are you going to be here tomorrow at 1 Eastern? And we'll continue more of this on probably Tuesday, since Tuesday's teacher strike day. Probably early in the morning, maybe 11, maybe 10:30, 11 a.m. I'll post to our page and our Facebook page and stuff like that. And of course, my own personal Facebook page. And if you want to add me as a friend, go ahead. It's Laura Lynn Fulford, Fulford. And yeah. So it's tattooed on your arm. You're so funny. So that's what we're working on. Beautiful little project. Happy to get it started. Happy to make some progress on it and jump back into this lovingly, very artsy sort of craft. So we got almost 2 little flower pots done, and then we'll, work on the other flower pots come Tuesday. So, anybody have any questions? Anybody? What's going on? My hair dried funny last night. It looked like I got like a little chicken hawk. You're like, flat my hair. Yeah, it's gonna look cute. It's gonna look cute when it's done. I'm very, very excited to start to finish that project. That's for sure. So it's been on my to-do list for quite a while, and I'm happy to conquer it. That's for sure. So. Thank you, everybody. So tomorrow, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, we will be continuing our Prairie Moon project with the finishing up the squares, and as well as my co-pilot will be putting the insides, the very soft flannelly parts, to the kangaroo bags for Australia, and then we will be able to finish them off that week and mail them all off. So, and be able to show off everybody's all the kids that work from artwork from Ross R. McKay from 4, 5, and 6 that I did a presentation with a couple of Thursdays ago, and show off all their artwork. So I'm very, very excited for that. We're head standing all night. No, don't stand on your head. No. Don't stand on your head. It's okay. All right, take care, everybody. Big hugs. And we will see you tomorrow. And thank you for hanging out with me today on our first little live stream of our cross-stitching project. And like I said, I'm going to try and do it on the PA days, or obviously the days off that I have from crossing guard, so it makes it a little bit flexible and something for me to look forward to. So I greatly, greatly appreciate your time and your effort and your love and your support and just hanging out, whether you're lurking or chatting or whatever you want to do. We really, really appreciate here at the Mom Pop Quilt Shop. So big hugs to you, and we'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to continue some work, okay? So big hugs. See you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, so very, very much for your time.